Life often throws us curveballs. You plan, you prepare, give your best, and yet things don't go as expected. The promotion doesn't come, the business venture struggles, relationships ends, or your health takes a hit. These moments shake us to our core. It is tempting to think of setbacks as failures, as roadblocks that stop us from moving forward. But what if we could see setbacks differently? What if we could transform them into opportunities for growth? This shift in perspective is key to building resilience and achieving the success we seek. Setbacks, when approached with the right mindset, become setups for something greater. The truth is, life will always include challenges. That is unavoidable. What we can control is how we choose to respond. How we think about setbacks, whether we see them as defeats or as lessons, determines whether we move forward or stay stuck. A mindset shift is not about ignoring the pain or difficulty of a setback, but about finding meaning in it. It is about choosing to ask what the experience can teach us instead of dwelling on why it happened. Every moment of adversity carries a lesson, and every lesson gives us the tools to rise stronger, wiser, and better prepared for the future. Take a moment and think about a time when you faced a setback. It could have been something personal, professional, or financial. At first, it probably felt like the end of the world. The frustration, disappointment, or pain may have felt overwhelming. But then something shifted. Maybe it was days, weeks, or even months later, but eventually you saw it differently. You realized that the experience gave you clarity, opened new opportunities, or strengthened you in ways you never expected. That is the power of a mindset shift. It allows you to turn something painful into something purposeful. The mindset shift starts with perspective. Perspective is how we view our experiences and circumstances. Two people can go through the same setback and come out with completely different outcomes based on their perspective. One person might say, "This is the end, I can't recover from this," while another might say, "This hurts, but I will find a way to use this experience to grow." The same event, but two completely different responses. What makes the difference? The mindset. Our thoughts are incredibly powerful. They shape how we experience life, how we face challenges, and how we move forward. When setbacks happen, it is easy to let negative thoughts take over. Thoughts like, "I'm a failure," "This always happens to me," or "There's no point in trying anymore" can become our reality if we allow them to. But when we take control of our thoughts and shift our perspective, we take back our power. Instead of focusing on what went wrong, we focus on what we can learn. Instead of giving up, we look for a new path forward. There is a phrase you may have heard, "What you focus on grows." When we focus on setbacks, failures, and limitations, they grow larger in our minds. They become all we see. But when we focus on possibilities, lessons, and solutions, those grow instead. Shifting your mindset doesn't mean denying that something difficult has happened. It means choosing to focus on what you can do next rather than staying stuck in what went wrong. It is about taking control of your story. Adopting this mindset shift does not happen overnight. It is a practice that takes time and intention. The first step is awareness. When you face a setback, pay attention to your thoughts. Are they filled with blame, self-pity, or hopelessness? Or are you looking for the lesson, the silver lining, the opportunity to grow? Awareness allows you to recognize negative patterns and choose a different way of thinking. The next step is reframing the situation. Reframing is the process of looking at a setback and asking, "How can I see this differently? What can this teach me? How can this experience help me grow?" It doesn't mean ignoring the pain or pretending that everything is fine. It means acknowledging the challenge while also looking for the opportunity within it. Reframing turns a "why me" mindset into a "what now" mindset. For example, imagine someone who starts a business that doesn't succeed. It is easy to see that as a failure. But when they reframe the experience, they might realize they gained valuable skills, learned what doesn't work, and discovered new opportunities they would never have seen otherwise. The business didn't fail. It taught them lessons that will set them up for future success. Reframing takes practice, especially in the face of disappointment. But the more you do it, the more natural it becomes. You start to train your mind to look for growth rather than defeat. Over time, setbacks no longer feel like the end of the world. They become part of the journey. It is also important to cultivate self-compassion. Too often, we are our harshest critics. When we experience a setback, we blame ourselves, criticize our choices, and dwell on our mistakes. But self-compassion is a vital part of resilience. It means treating yourself with kindness and understanding, just as you would treat a friend. When you experience a setback, instead of saying, "I failed," try saying, "I'm learning. This experience will help me grow." Be gentle with yourself. You are human, and setbacks are a natural part of life. Another key part of the mindset shift is gratitude. Gratitude shifts your focus from what you don't have to what you do have. It helps you see the good in your life, even during difficult times. When you face a setback, take a moment to reflect on what you are still grateful for. Maybe it is your health, your loved ones, or the opportunities you still have. Gratitude doesn't erase challenges, but it gives you the strength to face them with a positive mindset. Resilient people understand that setbacks are temporary. No matter how difficult or painful a situation is, it will not last forever. When you adopt this perspective, you can face challenges with hope and determination. You know that the setback is not the end of the story. It is simply a chapter, one that will lead to growth, strength, and new possibilities. There is a powerful lesson in nature that teaches us about resilience. Consider a tree during a storm. The wind may bend its branches, and its leaves may be torn away, but its roots remain strong. After the storm passes, the tree continues to grow. In fact, the struggle makes it stronger. The same is true for us. The storms of life may shake us, but they do not have to break us. With deep roots, a strong mindset, perspective, and determination, we can rise again and grow even stronger. Every setback you face is an opportunity to build resilience. It is an opportunity to learn, to grow, and to prove to yourself that you are capable of overcoming anything. It is an opportunity to shift your mindset and take back control of your story. You are not defined by what happens to you. You are defined by how you respond. So the next time you face a setback, take a deep breath and remind yourself, this is not the end. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can this make me stronger? What is the next step I can take? Keep moving forward, one small step at a time. With every step, you are building resilience. With every challenge, you are growing into the person you are meant to be. Setbacks will come, but they do not have to stop you. Choose to see them as setups for something greater. Choose to learn, to grow, and to rise stronger than before. Your story is still being written, and the best is yet to come.